My pandemic was internal first, to awaken me to the kingdom that is within me. I'm so proud of how much I was and wasn't today. Enough is enough, measuring my self-esteem with how much I do and be. I'm enough. I won't ever apologize, for I am that I am. Enough said. I know love is real because I exist, and I'm full of it. I'm seeing that more and more each day. I'm a Sunday sunrise. I marvel how far I've come to rise from my dark nights. Grateful for the grief that softened my pace. I'm grateful for the betrayal that made me listen to myself. At this point, everything feeds my growth. I promise to create the love within myself that I never received in this country, in my family, in my community, in relationships. I keep that promise to myself. I know my mind's health is about seeing who I am. I open my spirit to realize what has been hidden from me about my truest identity. As a cosmic being, expressed as a woman being. I come from Aboriginal woman. She's the mother of all humanity. I see her in every human woman. I give all my ideas about who I am, about security and stability. I surrender to the great I am in deep devotion. To see, I'm realizing I'm a sovereign being, commanding from internal flow, not external force. No matter the mental challenges that occur, I know it is a part of the process. I'm unlearning my conditioning. I'm awakening to spirit. My ancestors are with me. Remembering, I embrace the elements of earth as a part of my existence and being, because it is a part of who I am. I have a dynamic way of thinking, feeling, knowing, living who I am. I hear that real change begins with observing myself and able to say this is not who I am. I am seeing who I am. I am that I am.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, no. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of D. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of D. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them.
I'm not always reachable. I'm not always touchable. Sometimes silence is my answer. And sometimes distance is my healing. For what is present without a purpose? If I am always available, do I not dilute my worth? To be unavailable is not to vanish, but to guard the temple of my soul. Welcome to Daily Dose of D. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you are watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, aka GODDESSDEEOFLUV. How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? We have made it past Monday and now we are on Tuesday. And here at Daily Dose of Dee, we talk about many, many things, from relationships to love to healing and all the things in between. So today on this, I'm gonna give y'all something. Think about it Tuesday. That's what we gonna call it. Think about it Tuesday. The in between is the word unavailable. We're gonna talk about the word unavailable. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the word of the day. So the word of the day today is unavailable, not able to be used or obtained, not at someone's disposal, of a person, not free to do something, otherwise occupied. And our quote of the day on Think About It Tuesday, it's not about what is available or unavailable that determines your level of success and happiness. It's what you convince yourself is true. All right. So our title for today is Discernment is Being Unavailable. So let's go ahead and dive right into what we're going to talk about. So, I always give a deeper dive of the definition, right? Of the definition of unavailable. So let's go ahead and do that. Unavailable. Okay, yeah. Correction. The title is The Power of Being Unavailable. Okay, now I wanted to get that correction of the power of being unavailable. So, unavailable, the power of withholding. So, being unavailable means intentionally withholding your time, energy, or presence. It does not always mean being physical absent. It can mean emotionally, mentally, or spiritually unavailable for people, places, and things that do not deserve your highest good. It's about boundaries. Yes, y'all. It's about boundaries. It's about knowing that your ability is a privilege and not a guarantee. Let me say that again. It's about knowing that your ability is a privilege and not a guarantee. Example, just because someone calls you doesn't mean that you have to answer. Just because someone texts doesn't mean you have to reply instantly. Your presence is a currency. Spend it wisely. Unavailable is the power of withholding access, meaning that you intentionally withhold your time, energy, and presence. This can mean more than just the physical, right? Like I said, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. So we'll be right back after this short break. Stay tuned because when we return to Daily Dose of Dee, we're going to get into who and what you should actually be available for, right? Right after this
She wrote it in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet poem, calm like teas. Queen KELLZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to place, you walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She feel the leaves like they can folk too. From seed to sip, it's alignment work. Holistic hands, love laced in dirt. Queen KELLZ, that soul on the rise. She don't sell dreams, she real with the vibes. Got jars on the shelf like blessings in glass, reminding your spirit to slow down fast. No rush, just rhythm. She the pause in the system, where the world wanna numb, she say feel. That's the kind of magic that heals for real. In the rhythm of the trees, talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen KELLZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plant to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's ancient flow. She don't heal you, she...
Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to Holistic Healing with KELLZ, okay? You never know when she might go live, y'all. Plus, we want to get the subscribers up on all these wonderful content creators that I always drop for you. If you don't see them in the actual live, if you go in my description, their link should be in there as well, okay? Of wonderful content creators, because it's COC all day, every day, collaboration over competition, networking at its finest. Let's go. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Now, let's go ahead and talk about discernment and who and what deserves your unavailability. Okay? So, who and what to be available for? Who and what deserves your energy? Who and what really deserves your energy? Okay? Being available is about protection. It's not about punishment. So, for example, being unavailable is about protection and not punishment. Hope I said that correctly. So, for example, toxic relationships, people who drain you, who gossip, who manipulate, or disrespect your boundaries, you don't have to be available for them. Low vibrational environments, places that don't align with your pace, chaotic areas, arguments, parties, at work, chaos, negative workspaces, like I said, or drama-filled circles. This can be in person and most importantly today on social media. You don't want to be involved in low vibrational environments. Distraction. You want to be unavailable for them. Not every opportunity is for you. Some invitations are traps in the sky. The past versions of yourself. Sometimes you must be unavailable to the old you, the one who tolerated less, accepted less, and settled more. What to be unavailable for? Toxic relationships, low vibrational environment, distraction, and most importantly, the past version of you, the one who tolerated less, accepted less, and settled for more or settled for less. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to yourself. Keep that in mind. We are unavailable. May I offer, be unavailable for toxic relationships, low vibrational environment, chaotic surroundings, and be unavailable of the past version of you. So let's go into some benefits and drawbacks, right? We're going to start talking about the benefits and drawbacks of being unavailable, the power, and the price. So here's some benefits. It protects your mental, spiritual, and emotional energy. To me, that's the most important thing, benefit that you can get for not being available all the time. Protecting your mental, spiritual, and emotional energy. It's going to build mystery and respect in relationships. Uh-huh. It allows more time for self care, growth, and alignment. And this is a good benefit. Prevents burnout and resentment. Yes, benefits. Protects your mental and spiritual and emotional energy, your peace. It builds mystery and respect in relationships. It allows you time for self care, growth, and alignment. And it's going to prevent you from burning out and having resentment. Not only resentment to others, but for yourself. What are the drawbacks of being unavailable? Some may misinterpret it as arrogance or neglect. This unavailable can be misinterpreted by people. They may think you're being arrogant or that you just don't care about things because you're not available to do it. Another drawback, important opportunities can sometimes be missed. Sometimes you not being available, you can miss important opportunities. Also, if it's used excessively, it can lead to isolation or disconnection in relationships. So be aware of the drawbacks of being unavailable. You can get misinterpreted as you being arrogant or neglect. You can miss out on opportunities. And if used excessively, it can have cause disconnection in your relationship, which leads to isolation. Okay. So the key is balance. The key is discernment. Knowing when being unavailable is self care and when it becomes self sabotage. Let me say that again. The balance is discernment. What is the key? Discernment is the key. Knowing when being unavailable is self care and when it becomes self sabotage. So stay with me. After this break, we're going to dive into practical ways to use discernment when deciding what to give your time to. And I'm not going to take too much of your time today on this Tuesday, right? Right after this message.
I was born with a fire kiss, done like truth, breathed like mist. I carry lifetimes in these hips and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free, but baby, I was never meant to be. Quiet, tame, contained, I am so untamed.
Worlds become portals, and the soul Abolition, and this is soul. Let's begin. What is meant for you
I am
is
so
already in motion.
work slowly.
Let's see where it leads.
Magic in my skin, healing while you hold me.
The cards are just
Say my name, feel the shift begin. Alicia Yeti on soul work within. Soul work within. I read stars with my fingertips, found heaven in the curve of my lips. My voice, a spell you can't forget. I bloom in shadows, no.
Welcome back, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to Alicia Dion. She is doing inspiration daily. Go ahead and get your soul work with your spirit. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss when she has those inspirations for the day. Okay? COC, collaboration over competition. Yes. So I'm going to just wrap this up. Like I said, this is not going to be a long daily dose of D. So I want to we're talking about being unavailable, right? So we're going to talk about discernment is being unavailable. Did you know that discernment is being unavailable? Discernment is choosing how and when. Discernment is the spiritual ability to separate what deserves your energy from what drains it. Let me say this again so everybody can hear it. Discernment is the spiritual ability to separate what deserves your energy from what drains it. So you need to ask yourself questions. Will this feed my soul or will it starve it? Ask yourself, is this aligned with my values or is this going to distract me? Am I saying yes out of love or out of guilt? Okay. Reminder. Here's a reminder. Being unavailable is not a rejection. It's redirection. Let me say that again. Being unavailable is not rejection. It's a redirection. So when you master discernment, you master peace. So speaking of discernment, make sure you pull up on Wednesday because I'm going to have the final part of why the altar matters. And I'm going to do a deep dive into discernment. So make sure you're hitting that notification button at the Love Palace so you can see. It's going to be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Journey Home series. Okay? And speaking of being unavailable, we're going to continue this discussion tonight at the ship. So I ain't going to tell you what it's about. So if you got the notification, you already know. So come on over and join us at the ship this evening at 7 p.m. and join us for the Q&A. So to wrap this up about being unavailable, let me say this. To be unavailable is not to hide. It's to protect. It's to honor. It is to reserve your life for those who see it. Your love for those who can feel it. And your energy for those who can match it. So, if I don't answer, if I don't show, if I don't come running when you call, understand this truth. I'm not avoiding you. I am preserving me. Okay? I just wanted to share this something to think about on Tuesday. All right? This Tuesday, I want you to think about who you are available and unavailable for. And for what? Because everybody doesn't deserve that energy when it comes to protecting, like I said, your mentality, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, right? You have to be available for yourself and unavailable for others. Use discernment when being unavailable, right? Use discernment. When you master your discernment, you master your peace. Okay? I said I wasn't going to keep y'all long because you know why? I want y'all to come back for the episode of the ships. It's a good one. It's a good one, y'all. And it has something to do about being unavailable. Because you know how I like to do it on Tuesday. So they're all tied in. So make sure you come right back here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the ships with me and the host, Queen KELLZ. You're gonna enjoy it. And then join us for the Q&A as well. Okay? So once again, peace and love. Thank you for coming to the Love Palace. Everybody have a great evening and think about it. Think about who you are available for and who you're unavailable for, or who and what. I must think about it. Think about it Tuesday, y'all. I didn't went to Thursday. I wish Tuesday, okay? Think about it Tuesday. Once again, see you real soon at the ship, okay? Peace and love.
Yo, just pull up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. Dee and KELLZ on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Kiss and Trey. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen KELLZ hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. We the love like she don't just love, she heals and keep. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee in the land of free. In the Love Palace, ships dock even key. Yeah, we guide the tide. GODDESSDEE. Question back when your heart needs reminding. Dee is divine, Dee is daily, Dee is love, a daily dose.